Hey Sisters Outlaws, it's Mrs. V right here, and I'm standing next to one of my favorite trees. It is a Ponderosa pine, and you know, in the first video I took you in the shrublands right outside of Redmond. Here I'm just a little bit different in elevation and just a couple of feet in elevation, meaning rise from sea level. And I found some Ponderosa pine trees. You're gonna find these all over, sisters. They're really tall. They get anywhere between 60 to 150 feet tall. And some characteristics of the Ponderosa pine, actually, if you look here, their pine needles are on the shorter side, and they make groups of 3 needles. And so it's like this little group of needles, and so those actually make up the ends. If you follow me this way, make up the ends here. If you look closely, you'll see a pine cone here, and then also, let me get a good one. This is the pine cone of a Ponderosa pine, and you'll notice the spikes are very, very, very spiky. And lots of different reasons for that, but one of the main reasons is that it makes it so predators, animals that like to eat this, it makes it hard for them, right? Because it's hard to get into that seed part here. So another characteristic, so you have 3 needles, and then another characteristic is this, I call it puzzle bark. If you look closely at it, it's like almost like scales, and if you zoom out on it a little bit, you can almost see that it kind of looks like a puzzle, different pieces fitting together. So Ponderosa pine get up to about 150 feet tall, kind of have some puzzle bark that is more scale-like, and you'll find bundles of 3 needles. That's how you're going to know that this is a Ponderosa pine tree. Anyway, it can survive, and you can kind of see it alongside some sagebrush. We got sagebrush and juniper. It doesn't mind kind of the drier climate, but as you start going up the mountain, you're going to see this pine tree, and then you're going to see some different types, like the Douglas fir that likes a little more water, and other coniferous types of trees. Anyway, the thing that I want to show you today, you're actually going to go into your backyard and you're going to explore the different trees that you have. And so there's 2 different pages you're going to take a look at. The first one is examining and comparing. Examine means to look at and to make questions about and to look at the different characteristics, like this one here. And then comparing, then I'm going to actually see how these 2 different trees, how they're the same and how they're different. Okay, you get to draw a picture, a diagram. Diagrams normally we're labeling, right? So you're going to do that, and then on this side you're going to actually take a leaf and do a rubbing. So how you're going to do that is you're actually going to put, let's say this is a leaf, it's actually bark, I would put it under there, and then I take my crayon and I rub it over the top of it, and that's going to almost get like an imprint, a print of that leaf. You're going to try to figure out what type of tree it came from, and you're going to give me the characteristics of that leaf on here. So most of the time, this is those needles that I showed you on that Ponderosa pine, that's like its leaf, right? But more of a deciduous tree, which means those leaves fall in the winter, might be a better bet to get this leaf rubbing. So something to think about. Go in your backyard, explore your different trees and plant life, and I can't wait to see what you find. Bye.